Hello, that's me, Zacarias. I will do a video, and we don't know if it's a hate crime or not. And I just saw this, and what shocked me was these stupid coons that did this crime actually had gorilla face mask on. They had the camera. What happened was, as an actor happened to be Caucasian in Dallas at the Firehouse Theater. He's a local actor, and it's a person who's trying to get into acting. I'm gonna have to represent my actor community here in Texas. I'm here, H-Town. Um, he's from Dallas, and he just did a show, and he went to Target, and two men who have been African American, being thuggish, savage, stepping Fletcher coons, had the nerve to attack this white man. But check this out, and I know the rest of people are gonna have a field day with this. And my people in the community, y'all gonna say, what? They had gorilla mask on. These old stepping Fletcher, savage, jigaboo coons, I ain't trying to sound like David Clark, okay? These attack this white man. And that's the bad part. Don't get me wrong, attacking somebody, it's wrong. But they not only perpetrate the stereotype by the actions of being a brute, but they literally put, and I know that old Mayor and Warren gonna have some field day with this. Okay, let me say this. I'm a Generation X, okay? Who are raising these kids? I know these are grown men born in the 90s, late 90s or something. It wasn't my damn generation. Who raised these damn stupid grown men when they was kids? Not only they portraying an evil stereotype, but they literally put gorilla face mask on. We about to put this old racist devil Trump in the seat in a couple more days. I think it's 2 days. Today's 17th, 18th. Yeah. Yeah. We're about to put this stupid idiot in there about to be more racism. These stupid coons. And I hope they get caught. And yes, I am for Black Lives Matter. But them particular dudes, they don't matter. Don't matter. Did they ever got taught a history lesson about what happened in slavery and Jim Crow? Had they ever picked up a book and learned about that stuff and the stereotypes that harmed our people of African American? Because I'm mixed. We all are. We all mostly African American and white and American descent. And I do claim I'm multi. And I'm also, the Creole side got Spanish besides French in Louisiana. So I'm Hispanic too. They even had his friend, Mr. Leva, on the Fox, not Fox News, but Fox station in Dallas, interviewed. He's light skinned Latino, and last name he has Spanish last name. He worked at the theater. It's just sad that this man had to be brutally beat by these two coons, savage, animalistic, dumb ass coons. But the coons not only portrayed a stereotype in action, they literally had gorilla mask on. This is 2 days. This happened on Saturday. That was 2 days before Martin King, actually, day before Martin King actual birthday, and then 2 days of celebration of on Monday. You know what? I know if they say King rolled in his grave, and I shared a video. Now I hate the word nigga. Was on Boondocks. I don't like Boondocks. They have so many stereotypes on Boondocks. But I'm glad they did an episode where Martin King came back and said, today we got niggas, and I know we hate that's the worst language, but I did not fight for this. And literally, the person who organized the video on Instagram, because I shared it on Facebook before I being put on Facebook jail, they they're very Afrocentric. I'm not into their Black and Dazzle, but they have some good stuff that I do like on their Instagram. And they literally show these old racist stereotypes that some of our African American dumb ass people portray. Acting a fool and acting out of line. And I do believe that Martin King will be rolling his grave right now. Probably be cussing and everything. He was a preacher. If he saw what was going on today. And I always say that in my video when I was talking about the Diddy situation, about the coonery in hip hop not stand by Diddy to the, you know what I'm saying? Before I saw how arrogant he acted on working for Diddy episodes, I wanted to work for Diddy. Actually, I wanted to, be an intern and yeah, for real. I'm not gonna lie about that. The March 2007, which is almost 10 years of that. Um, my dad wanted me to cut the grass, and I saw online that they need someone, but they wanted me to sing some songs I couldn't sing that I'm not familiar with. I go sing some songs that I know, but it was making a band, the boy band, because I already had Danny Kane, and I never forget at Warehouse Live, they had the audition, and it was Warehouse Live. Well, I think on Chargers in downtown Houston, and I was gonna go, but my dad wanted me to rate that yard. So, and I was 27 at the time. And I said, I'm not trying to dodge work. I'm trying to become famous. And I was sincere about that. I'm not lying. If it's a job opportunity that's something I'm in the industry, it ain't about trying to dodge a chore. It's trying to, so your grown son can have some damn money and don't have to depend on nobody. So I didn't go, but I'm glad I didn't go because I saw how arrogant Diddy, you know, so, but I'm glad he kind of changed it. But he's correct. And I said it, the mixture of garbagism, ghettoism, savageism, whatever you want, and they define it as black. Because our people do not know anything what black is. We just know by what the white racist society portray black as, and some of our people who want to be pure black, who ain't pure black, whether it be dark skin, light skin, want to portray any stereotype of it. Yes, we have a culture, but our culture is mulatto, okay? It's mostly whitewash. Our ancestors in America had their livelihood as their culture and religions and everything else stripped out of them. So they had to adapt to the WASP culture, even though some of our people was not Protestant. They were Catholic, like in Maryland and parts of Georgia, Tennessee. The Black National Catholic Congress, something was founded in Tennessee, and also in Louisiana, of course. Okay, I used to be a junior knight. There was St. Peter Claver. Yes, I wasn't a knight, adult knight. That's like the black version, African American of Knights of Columbus, because then back in the day during segregation, they didn't let those in African American, so they had to create their own organization, and they named it the Knights of St. Peter Claver, because St. Peter Claver was a Spanish priest who actually was going against slavery in Colombia and preaching. He was baptizing the slaves and actually protesting against slavery. So that's why they thank to honor, and that's why they did use this name. And I'm glad we didn't use Columbus, because I wish they would change that name, because Columbus was not a good character. Okay, so and I'm glad I didn't, because there are people African American who are part of Knights of Columbus. Okay, but I'm glad I didn't join. Okay, I was enjoying the Peter Claver, but your 20s and you're a little wild, so you don't want to portray a bad image. No, for real. And how I'm cussing on here. I'm not trying to, that's what I'm saying. I could not, no. Okay, I'll never get one of the women in the apartment complex told me, "Why don't you go Sunday best?" I said, "No, baby. I say I can become a priest, but my attitude is not good. I'm not gonna scandalize the people. Some people need to check themselves who are in those leaderships. And I'm singing gospel music. Oh, don't get wrong. That's by myself. I sometimes catch myself singing some religious music. No, for real, because I never show my spiritual side in front of people, especially a bunch of Pharisees and scribes in the family, outside the family. Okay, but yeah. So, but at the same time, image has a lot to do with that, and I have a conscience, so I'm not going to betray that. You know what I'm saying? And then too, I would not be comfortable doing it, because not everybody has that gift. But the point is that that's why. So the reason I'm bringing is that back in the day, they did not know our ancestors were stripped. Of course, like in Louisiana, they has little African because it's a French and Spanish colony, mostly French. When the French took over, and they allowed it was leaning towards African culture. That's why we eat gumbo. Okay, that's an African word. Okay, and in Nigeria they have a similar soup like gumbo. They call it gumbo, but we are different. Okay, so that's why. But like the other parts of Anglo America, oh no, they were strict. You could not practice nothing African. You know what I'm saying? They even considered gospel music at the time the devil's music. For real, before they made rock and roll, they consider gospel music. Yes, and a lot of folks I tell people Africans they look at me funny to a dark skinned Creole woman because her grandmother was Creole who didn't settle who was light skinned. Her dad's mother, okay? I think her dad's light skinned. And she's dark chocolate, really. And she's a private converted to the Protestant or maybe brought up Protestant, have a Catholic family, whatever. And she told me, and we were working for the Texas Department of Transportation on Mesa. I was doing temporary work back in 2007. What is it, 10 years ago, during Halloween time. And what happened after I left CPS? Doing temporary work for CPS. And what happened was when I told her that, she looked at me crazy like, that's not true. I said, excuse me, read history. Yes, the white race people did consider gospel music the devil's music. You know what I'm saying? So, and it wasn't even talking about no voodoo or hoodoo. It was about the Lord, right? But they style of worship and how they do in the white church, there's a white Protestant church, and the Southern Baptist church is the biggest church in the South, who also was the proponents of slavery, not opponents like the American Baptist Church in the North. That's why. So that's to bring on the history detail. So during the 60s and 70s when many of some of our people became Muslims, and they did not know what tribe they're from and nothing Africa. And like people say, everybody say Africa, like what's her name's daughter, Ray, is it Rain or Raven or Ray? What's her name? Prior. She said, "Excuse me, everybody talking about Africa on out of the '90s." But no one didn't go on or 80s, one of the VH1 shows, but no one didn't go on a trip to Africa and actually go there and see what it is down there. Her dad, of course, went there. He stopped using the N word then when he went there. So my point is that the people who's doing this now, they don't know what they are. They going by that's why they love the word nigga, okay, when it was a derogatory term. They don't know. They using a pure black identity that the white race tell them to live by when they're not pure black, no matter how dark or light they are, and they're trying to grab into a stereotype. They don't want to go to Africa or learn about African culture and represent that as being black, because that's exactly what black is. I'm sorry, y'all. That's what it is, okay? So, we're right now speaking English. That is not an African language. Albonics is not an African language either, okay? So, point is, that's the reason why. If we just know each other, our heritage, the black, the native, the white, I'm sorry, you be complete. Leave white racist ideology and black nationalist ideology out of your head about who you are. And I think that's what's wrong. And many people gravitate since they don't know how to deal with it. They take stereotypes to define who they are. And they have hip hop and the cooning. Today's hip hop, not back today. Cooning tool, dimensional show coon tool. That's why they being scandalized to allow themselves to think this is the way you supposed to. When I meet other brothers, it's like I'm a dime a dozen. Because I'm unique. I have no problem unique, but damn, where is the individuality here? And that collectivism has really caused that as well. So that's why they portraying it, and it's sad that not only they dressing up as Coco thugs and attacking white people, and then don't get wrong, they probably attack other people of African American in the community too. Okay? But they literally putting on a mask. They call themselves niggas. They doing exactly what white masks are talking, and they putting a gorilla mask on. Like I said, I'm sorry, Lord forgive me, but they lives don't matter. I mean, can y'all go ahead and shoot these two? I'm sorry. You already made it bad for us. I'm for Black Lives Matter, but because I don't like the partiality when it comes to minorities, I'm for Latino Lives Matter and everybody. But damn, when you make us look terrible, these two, they attack this white man. I'm sorry. No, because instead we don't get the individual card, and it's due to because people don't believe in individuality and try to debunk it so bad. They want to be extremely collective like a cult. That's why we don't get the individuality card. Um, you sit here and portray this image, these two idiots. And I'm sorry, if them cops shoot your ass, I'm sorry, you stupid thugs who make us look terrible in the media, making a minstrel show out of us as a whole. You deserve it. That man did not do nothing to you. He didn't call you no niggas. He didn't put no cocaine, no Trump, build a wall mess. He didn't say you can go back to Africa. He literally went to the store after he did his art. Since some of y'all want to be rappers, maybe you can go and join the theater before this whole situation happened and stop being thugs. How about that? Or have your own theatrical company and have something that, constructive, not destructive. And you tag this white man. And I'm sorry, I ain't being a coon. Y'all being the coons. You portray a negative stereotype about being a thug, calling us a thug, calling yourself niggas, and put us down on a gorilla. I mean, I said a gorilla. What the fuck? Who does that shit? You actually are asking to be a slave on a plantation. So when you get caught and don't get shot, the 13th Amendment does not get rid of slavery. If you're part of the prison complex, you are a slave. So you're going to be a slave. We about to have Trump. Really? Really? So I'm sorry. Them two pieces of shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to cuss. I'm offending people, but it don't get on my channel. Go someplace else who don't cuss, okay? When you make my African American people look terrible as one of our people, I'm sorry. I don't like you. I disown you. You did wrong. And you attack somebody, you act like a damn savage, minstrel show thug. You at 9-10, I was not be shot. You call yourself a nigga, downgrade your own ass, insult your own heritage, and then you put on a damn gorilla mask. Really. You sure make good Amos and Andy's butt dancing coons. Well, if they ever bring back the minstrel, we already got a minstrel in hip hop, but if they put it in national TV, you are a good example for that. You don't know their damn history. I'm done, y'all. I'm sorry.